Good morning. Rise up, America. It's a new day. American awakening starts right now. And once again, good morning. Brandon James Benson here with you. Boy, it's been a long time since I've last done an episode of American Awakening right here on Spreaker. Life got busy this past year, just working and being a dad after my second daughter was born August last year. We did Thanksgiving and Christmas series. That's where I left you in 2016. I don't believe I've been on here in 2017. Been working on a bunch of other projects and doing a local morning program called Cast-tastic for Cass County, Nebraska. And busy with work and just everything else in my writing projects. So this program got neglected, but in 2017, one of my resolutions, well, for 2018 rather, my resolution, one of them, to get this program back in order. So hopefully you can help me out with that by paying attention and sharing and liking and just listening and all that good stuff. So anyway, for you today, the business, this is Christmas Eve, December 24th, 2017. And every single year on my podcast, starting at the Badger Benson Show and now here with American Awakening, I've done a Christmas series of shows. And let me go back, give you a quick review of the themes. There's been a theme every year to all of these Christmas programs. It's been a joy to do them all. Something a little extra I like to do every year, whether or not it gets out there and people listen and pay attention, I don't know. I enjoy doing them, so that is the focus of today. But like I said, first let's take a look back at the shows I have done, the Christmas series that I have done since 2010. Starting in 2010, that theme that year was Christmas themes. It was just all about traditions and symbols of the holiday, history, how Christmas developed from the Christian aspects and also the secular aspects of the holiday and how that all meshed together. 2011, I really enjoyed this one, A Christmas Carol. Looked at all the Christian themes and symbolism that Charles Dickens put into that great work of his, A Christmas Carol. It's more than just a ghost story. It's more than just a good Christmas time tale. It is a Christian allegory, and I haven't seen the movie yet this year. The Man Who Invented Christmas. I'm looking forward to seeing that sometime. That was 2011 when we did the theme on A Christmas Carol. 2012 was called Restoring Joy. That kind of coincided with Glenn Beck's Restoring Love festival that he did down in Dallas. And it was just all about charity and giving back and fun stuff during the holidays and how to make life a little bit better this time of the year for those in need. 2013, the theme was It's a Wonderful Life. That, of course, being all about that great Frank Capra movie starring Jimmy Stewart, It's a Wonderful Life. 2014, that was Just Jesus. Focused all on Jesus Christ and Nativity. I love doing that one. That was very meaningful, very special. And 2015 was called Christmas in America. We took a look at how Christmas is celebrated in the United States, locations, favorite traditions, all that good stuff pertaining specifically to the United States. So that was a good one. Last year, the Christmas Icon Tournament. Oh, that was fun to do. I had been planning this for several years and wondered how it would go. Finally, last year I did it, where I made a entire NCAA style basketball bracket, March Madness, except filled it with 100. It wasn't just a 64 bracket. It was a 100 field bracket full of Christmas related themes and objects and traditions and songs and music and movies and characters. It was awesome. And I, in fact, did that again here this year, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. It was more of a closed group that did it this year. I'll talk about that in a bit. Excuse me there. And for this year, the theme is a Mariah-free Christmas here in 2017. Let me explain here. This is all about Christmas music this year. And specifically, starting with a song that I hear a lot. Way too much on the radio. And that's Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. And so I posted this yesterday on Medium and also on my website at brandonjamesbenson.wordpress.com. And of course, you can follow all these postings. I posted this yesterday on my Facebook page as well at Brandon James Benson on Facebook. You can look it up and follow along to what I'm about to go through here. And just a reminder, follow me on Twitter as well, at Brandon James, and also the show page at American Awakening. So here we go, the 2017 American Awakening Brandon James Benson Christmas theme. It's called a Mariah-free Christmas, and also a review of Christmas music in general. Grab a drink of water here quick. By the way, safe travels to everybody out there and have a great Christmas. Looking out the window here this morning, we finally got a good amount of snow for the first time this winter. About 2 or 3 inches looks like out there. So really setting the mood here for me in my home on this Christmas Eve. Alright, let's start talking about Christmas music here. I love Christmas music. I love all of it. There's a lot I also don't care for. I do think there's more good Christmas music than bad Christmas music. What I finally realized is it's not so much that there's bad Christmas music, it's the frequency that many of the same songs are played over and over again. With so many great Christmas songs out there, why does it seem the same ones get played over and over again? Well, it's because they do. I thought I would take a look at all these dynamics as I see them. I would love to conduct an official study one day over all of this. I realize that this being my opinion, there's likely to be mixed reviews and objections to my thoughts on Christmas music. That's fine. I would love to hear your thoughts. There's one thing I've learned when discussing Christmas music. Just like politics and religion, there's a lot of opinions and a lot of passion to it. So with that in mind, all of this is just for fun. So if you think differently, have a different opinion, if I'm way off, that's alright. So let's start with Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. This song likely now gets more airplay than Bing Crosby's White Christmas. Let me start by saying it's a very good song. My issue with it, it's played all the time. There's a 25% chance if you turn on your radio right now to your local station playing Christmas music, you'll hear this song. It's probably higher than that, in fact, but I'm saying at least 25%. You're going to hear that song if you turn on radio. This has been a running joke of mine on Facebook page for several years. So this year on Facebook and Twitter, I did hashtag Mariah Free Christmas with a daily posting of a Christmas song I would like to hear over All I Want by Mariah Carey. If I get in my car, there is Mariah. If I turn on the radio at work, there is Mariah. If I fire up some streaming music, there is Mariah. It seems to me this song is played at least twice per hour on radio. And I get it. There's been some studies done on this song that suggest scientifically our minds love it because it has something to do with the chords and the melody involved. And of course, Mariah's wonderful voice. Fine. But it's not the only good Christmas song. It's not the only one that deserves so much airplay. Seems to me we could back off the Mariah Carey and let a few other good ones get their day in the snow. And I will get to my suggestions of what songs should be played more in place of Mariah Carey's song. But let's start with 15 thoughts I have on Christmas music in general. Number 1, country Christmas music isn't all that good. I'm a huge country music fan, but when it comes to country music, there isn't much I like when it comes to Christmas music. Not sure why that is. Country Christmas music is the home of blah to mediocre range Christmas music. Christian Christmas music. I'm a huge fan of Christian rock and Christian contemporary music. I have sort of the same feeling, though, of Christian music as I do country Christmas music. However, unlike country Christmas music, I think there's plenty of great Christian Christmas music. There's just not a lot of it. Third point, Wham's Last Christmas gets played enough as it is. Why is this? It routinely shows up on the most hated, annoying Christmas music list. We don't need any more covers of this song. In addition to hearing Wham on repeat, we now get to hear Taylor Swift's version repeated over and over again. There's plenty of other covers as well. Enough. We don't need any more covers of Wham's Last Christmas. Number 4, AccuRadio. Check it out, AccuRadio.com. They have the best online Christmas music setup. AccuRadio isn't very well known. It's another free service. It's not popular, say like Pandora, iHeart, Amazon Music, Apple Music, or Spotify. But I find AccuRadio to be the best. Seems like there's fewer commercials. You're able to have more ratings and skips than the others. And the holiday preset stations are amazing. Jazz, kids, country, rock, instrumental, oldies, Celtic, Brazilian, oldies, standards, gospel, indie, old-fashioned, Broadway Christmas, listener top 100. And that's just a portion of the list. The list goes on and on. On top of all this, they feature channels dedicated to certain songs with hundreds of versions of the song. The Channel O station, for example, features O Holy Night and O Come All Ye Faithful and O Tannenbaum. Other song-specific mixes include Let It Snow, Chestnuts Roasting, Blue Christmas, Joy to the World, and several others. So check out AccuRadio. I'll be playing a lot of their streaming service today. Number 5, all versions of Santa Baby and I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus are horrible. Both of these songs are just creepy to begin with. I could do without hearing any version of those over and over again. I don't want to hear any of them again. Number 6, Baby It's Cold Outside. It's creepy as the first two I mentioned above. I'm sort of surprised this song is still played as frequently as it is, with the entire #MeToo attention and sexual harassment scandals going on. Could we just stop sexualizing Christmas to begin with? These 3 songs are awful. Number 7. In general, traditional classics are the best and still deserve plenty of airplay. Give me Bing Crosby, Frank Sinatra, Andy Williams, Ray Conniff Singers, Johnny Mathis, Nat King Cole, Vince Guaraldi Trio, and Gene Autry anytime over anything else. Number 8. Why does anyone enjoy sad, depressing Christmas music? I don't get it. Here are the songs I'm talking about. Where Are You Christmas by Faith Hill, Christmas Shoes. It's a nice message, but a little depressing. I'm not buying that story. It's so sad and depressing and made up. Of course, it's sort of an inspirational ending, but I'm just not buying a little kid going to buy some shoes in the store by himself and his mom just died for Christmas. Grown Up Christmas List is another one that I do not like, that's depressing. Same Old Lang Syne by Dan Fogelberg. Christmas, Baby Please Come Home, all of those versions I cannot stand. And Merry Christmas Darling by the Carpenters. I know a lot of baby boomers, they love the Carpenters when it comes to Christmas music. I don't get it. Please Come Home for Christmas is another one I don't care for. There's dozens more of these slow and depressing Christmas songs. I don't understand the love for any of these songs. Number 9. Angela Lansbury's We Need a Little Christmas is nails on the chalkboard to me. That's probably the one song that, I just cannot stand. Number 10, Feliz Navidad can't possibly be the only catchy Christmas song in Spanish. There's got to be something else. Number 11, if you like Stevie Nicks' version of Silent Night, I don't think you know the difference between a singing goat, between someone singing and a goat crying. Look, I understand the love for Stevie Nicks, nothing against her. Fleetwood Mac, all of her solo stuff, great stuff. I don't understand the love for this song, though. It's terrible. She sounds like a goat. Here's a challenge for you. Line up both of these YouTube links, listen to them side by side at the same time. I've pointed this out before on YouTube, and I'm lucky to be alive. We're all just gonna have to disagree there. I like artists who don't sound like goats. My phone going off there. Hold on here. Let me see if I can get this here for you. The comparison of Stevie Nicks. So there she is. Hopefully you can hear that in the background all right. And here's the goats. Of course, gotta wait for the commercial to get over here. Okay, here we go. Excuse me as I blow my nose. So here you go. The goats, side by side with Stevie Nicks here. Well, I don't know if you're able to hear that or not, the way I have this set up. So anyway, try it out sometime. I got the links to both of those on my Facebook page. Stevie Nicks compared to goats singing Silent Night. I think it's funny that there's a YouTube video of goats doing Silent Night. Can't tell the difference, both of those. Alright, the most underplayed Christmas artist. This is my 12 point. Most underplayed Christmas artist. Well, artists with Christmas music right now, I think, are King and Country and Lauren Daigle. I saw them in concert last year. Amazing. The Christmas albums are amazing. Their live performances of the Christmas music are just impressive. They're among the best shows I've seen in general. Specifically, I pointed out for King and Country's version of Little Drummer Boy and Lauren Daigle's Oh Come All You Faithful. Check those out today. You'll love them. Number 13, Mannheim Steamroller and Trans-Siberian Orchestra. They're still awesome. I would love to hear more great Christmas rock music. I would love to hear more instrumental Christmas music. I would love to hear more instrumental rock Christmas music. Someone step up and fill this void. We need more stuff like this. Now, the piano guys, not really rock, but they are amazing. I put them in this category, instrumental music. Please give us more of this. Number 14. Who's deciding what gets played the most on the radio when it comes to Christmas music? Put a little effort into your playlist. Everyone is just mailing this in. You're failing. Number 15. There's 20-some songs that dominate Christmas radio, seems to me. This isn't an official list by any means, but these are the songs I think, 20 songs that get played over and over again. Some of these are fine, they're just played way too much. Some just don't make any sense, as they are annoying. So here's the list of the repeat offenders. Again, some of these aren't bad, they're just way overplayed. I like some of these. You will hear these songs today if you're listening to Christmas music, whether streaming or on radio, and you'll likely hear them more than once in a short period of time. So there's Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas, of course. Last Christmas by Wham. Wonderful Christmas Time by Paul McCartney. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. That frequently gets brought up as one of the most annoying songs. Feliz Navidad by Jose Feliciano. I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus by the Jackson 5, and of course other renditions of that. Christmas, Baby Please Come Home by Darlene Love. Gets played probably every hour, just like Mariah Carey. Santa Baby by Eartha Kitt, the original. And then the Madonna version. Especially terrible. Do They Know It's Christmas Time by Band-Aid. Merry Christmas, War Is Over by John Lennon gets played way too much. Baby It's Cold Outside by Dean Martin. It's not so much against Dean Martin, I really like him. It's that song itself. Some of the others on the list here: Grown Up Christmas List, any version of that. Amy Grant's gets played a lot. Where Are You Christmas by Faith Hill. Oh, can't stand that one. Winter Wonderland by Johnny Mathis. I like Johnny Mathis, especially his Christmas music, but that Winter Wonderland song gets played way too often. The Christmas Song by Nat King Cole. That's Chestnuts Roasting, played a lot as well. Christmas Canon by Trans-Siberian Orchestra, and also Christmas Eve Sarajevo. Those get played a lot. Love TSO. Run Run Rudolph by Chuck Berry gets played way too often. Santa Claus is Coming to Town by Bruce Springsteen. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer by Gene Autry. Holly Jolly Christmas by Burl Ives. And Carol the Bells, that instrumental hit by David Foster. So that's a look at 20-some songs I think get played way too much on Christmas radio. And here are my suggestions of stuff that could be played more. And I've actually been posting these on my Facebook going back to November 25th. Each day I've posted something different for my hashtag Mariah Free Christmas campaign. Starting with Home by Ashley Hess. This is off the Believe Again CD put out by Glenn Beck and produced by Clyde Bowden. Great producer, composer, by the way. So check this out. You can find it on YouTube. It's called Home by Ashley Hess. This is Christmas by Cutlass. Amazing Christian band with a great song. Love the bells in that. Do You Hear What I Hear by Vince Gill. Great version. It's mellow. Vince Gill, of course, has a great voice. I'm not a big fan of his, but I can't deny he has a great voice. And his version of Do You Hear What I Hear is just amazing. In fact, when I was a young kid, my sisters and I would sing that often. It was on a Christmas compilation CD that my mom had. We would sing that a lot. Our Lullaby by Mercy Me. I like that one. Christmas Lights, the Coldplay original, and then also the Yellow Card punk rock version. I love both of those. Actually, I think I like the Yellow Card one better. I know I'm probably in the minority on that one. On November 30th, I posted Little Drummer Boy by the Harry Simone Chorale. The song's played quite a bit on the radio as well. I really like it. December 1st was Carol the Bells, Piano Guys. And again, you can find all these on the Facebook page at Brandon James Benson. Find the links to each one of these. That Carol the Bells by the Piano Guys. Check that out. Oh, it's so intense. The cellos in the background, plus the piano. Just wonderful. Joy to the World by Third Day, another great favorite of mine. Christmas Morning, another one by Piano Guys. A light piano tune. Great one to listen to, especially Christmas morning, just like the title says. A few years ago, I actually put that to my oldest daughter, her first birthday, a little video I put together. Again, that's Christmas Morning by Piano Guys. Jingle Bells by Lauren Daigle. If you're looking for something different, a different sound to Jingle Bells, check it out. All of Lauren Daigle's Christmas music, kind of a jazzy, traditional feel to those. It's just they're all amazing, especially Jingle Bells. Most Wonderful Time of the Year by Danny Gokey. He did a cover of the Andy Williams classic. For King and Country, their version of Little Drummer Boy. I said check that out earlier. I think it's the best ever done. It's great. Winter Wonderland, Don't Be Happy by Pentatonics. Everybody loves them, right? Great Christmas music. Good King Wenceslas by Mannheim Steamroller, one of my favorites. Somewhere in My Memory by John Williams, a very sentimental song. Was originally in Home Alone. That's a great one. Baby Boy, another one by For King and Country. I believe this one was by Diane Michelle. I may have this wrong. It's another one off the Believe Again album put out by Glenn Beck. It's simply called Believe. A great, slower, more nostalgic and Christmas love song, if you will. Old Toy Trains, country song by Roger Miller. Oh, I love that one. Reminds me of when I was a kid. My favorite Christmas toy, getting that for Christmas, a train set. Probably was about 5 years old or so. Friendly Beast by Garth Brooks. I think that's the best version of Friendly Beast ever done. Garth and his band do a great job at getting the voices of the Beast, all those animals in the nativity scene in there. Christmas Canon by Trans-Siberian Orchestra. December 16th, I posted Up on the Housetop by Kimberly Locke. Now, when this came out in 2005 or so, it was very popular, and you heard it all the time on the radio. You don't hear it so much anymore, and that's just a shame. It's a great version of that. December 17th, I posted the Cincinnati Pops with, I can't think of the producer's name. Eric something. Anyway, they got a great Christmas medley. Oh, it's wonderful. I love orchestral Christmas music. By the way, you can find a couple of those channels on AccuRadio as well. December 18th, Christmas Without You, Plain White Tees. One of those Christmas breaking up songs. However, this one is it's a rockin' tune. I just love it. It's great. Another one off the Believe album, Go Tell It on the Mountain and Deck the Halls. I believe those have Ashley Hess and featuring Cody Carnes. I'm trying to remember who did Go Tell It on the Mountain on that album. But the Go Tell It on the Mountain, that was originally an African-American song. Something that was imported, I believe. Well, not imported, but originally put together and done by the early Africans and the slaves here. And it's written as a spiritual. And I don't think you really get that feel of what that song was meant to be. But this version off the Believe Again album really captures that. December 20th, went to the classics, White Christmas by Bing Crosby. Probably the best Christmas song ever. Another one on December 21st, back to the Believe Again album. This one's simply called Home. Christmas with You. Oh, it's a wonderful song. I think that's Ashley Hess once again. December 22nd, Most Wonderful Time of the Year. Of course, I mentioned the Danny Gokey cover, the original Andy Williams, Mr. Christmas himself, his version, that's hard to beat. Last night, Into the Silent Night, I posted, that's by For King and Country. And today, December 24th, I'll be posting Silent Night and O Come All You Faithful by Lauren Daigle. And tomorrow morning, Christmas Day, to complete my Mariah free Christmas series, I'll post Angels We Have Heard on High by For King and Country. So kind of a look at all my favorite Christmas music, and before that, all the Christmas songs that I think are way overplayed. Now, next year, I want to announce for my Christmas series, I am going to do Crossing the Delaware. This is going to be really great. So look forward to that in 2018. It's going to be all about the Battle of Trenton and George Washington and that epic Christmas battle that was so important in our nation's founding. I'd actually announced last year that was going to be the series for this year. I just didn't get around to putting it together to give it the justice that it deserves. So that's why this year I have done the Mariah free Christmas series. And before I go here, let's take a look at the 2017 Christmas tournament. First, let's look back at the 2016 one. And this was the entire series for last year. Once again, field of 100 Christmas-related objects, songs, movies, TV shows, traditions. For example, I had Elf on a Shelf, Jingle Bells, the school party, snowball fights, letters to Santa, the Chipmunk song, John Denver and the Muppets, Frosty the Snowman versus Burl Ives' Snowman, Mistletoe and Holly, Tinsel and Reeves. Just going down a list of some of the 100 that was in the tournament last year. Fruit cakes versus gingerbread houses, War on Christmas, Christmas morning, candy canes, stockings, angels, Christmas trees, Christmas entertainment. Some examples there: Vince Guaraldi Trio, Ralphie from A Christmas Story versus Kevin from Home Alone, Silent Night versus Joy of the World, Clark Griswold, Cousin Eddie, Bob Cratchit, Tiny Tim, Christmas Carol, Buddy the Elf, Home Alone, Mannheim Steamroller, Trans-Siberian Orchestra, Gene Autry, Andy Williams, It's a Wonderful Life, Miracle on 34th Street. Also had Scrooge, Grinch, George Bailey, Black Friday shopping versus last minute shopping, Eggnog, The Battle of Trenton, The Christmas Truce of World War I, The Bumpus Hounds from A Christmas Carol, College Bowl Games, Some Assembly Required versus Batteries Not Included, Yule Log, Candles. So that's a look at the tournament, how it started last year. Our Final Four last year was a Charlie Brown Christmas, Christmas Eve, George Bailey, and Silent Night. And these were all voted on last year. Each matchup I posted on Twitter and on Facebook. So this was public voting. So last year, the results, once again, that Final Four is set up like this in 2016. It was a Charlie Brown Christmas versus a Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve won that, go to the championship. And then it was George Bailey versus Silent Night. Silent Night won that. The championship, Christmas Eve won over Silent Night 60% to 40%, capturing the first Christmas championship. Yuletide Glory, the road to the North Pole. Again, you can find all this at Brandon James Books on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter at Brandon James and brandonjamesbenson.wordpress.com. Take a look at 2016 tournament. So in 2017, I kind of have a men's group, and we meet several times a year just to discuss. We're like-minded, basically libertarian, conservative guys, Christian, parents, most of us, some single guys in there, business owners, kind of just a mentor, kind of fatherhood, and that type of thing. Some common bonds that we all have. So this year I decided to do the Christmas tournament between all of those guys in that group. Every year we have a big Christmas tournament, a big Christmas party where we give out our Man of the Year award and also our Dirtbags of the Year award, some other stuff that you want to get not being in the group. Anyway, so this year, the Christmas tournament, decided to do a different version of it. So again, it was 100 teams, 100 team field. By the way, I already have the link posted this, but the results of it, this year we voted at the Christmas party, and it was just hilarious. I was a little disappointed how it ended up. And most of the guys in the group took a political view of it this year. And the champion was Cole. Yes, Cole. The West Virginia potato, as I call it. It was Cole over Mannheim Steamroller. So the Final Four this year was Cole versus the Three Wise Men. The Battle of Trenton versus Mannheim Steamroller. Mannheim Steamroller knocked out the Battle of Trenton. Cole knocked out the Three Wise Men. And in the championship, it was Cole over Mannheim Steamroller. Take a look at the Elite Eight here. I'll work my way back so you get a good idea of how the tournament shaped up. Cole, Burl Ives, Three Wise Men, Santa Claus, Blue Christmas, Battle of Trenton, Bing Crosby, Mannheim Steamroller. And before that, Sweet 16, Cole, Vince Guaraldi Trio, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Burl Ives, The Three Wise Men, Stockings, White Christmas, Santa Claus, Silent Night, Blue Christmas, Nativity Scenes, Battle of Trenton, Bing Crosby, The Mean Girls Jingle Bell Rock Scene, Andy Williams, and Mannheim Steamroller. So this is a lot of fun to do. I think I'll keep doing it. Next year I'll probably cut it down from 64 to 100. And we'll see if we open it back up to public voting. it was still a lot of fun to do this year. Even though I was disappointed with Cole being the winner. It's not the greatest Christmas icon. But fun to do no less. A little something I like to do, mixing together two of my favorite things, Christmas and March Madness. So that's a look at that. I'll post the link again to both of these tournaments. You can take a look and compare for yourself. And maybe send me some suggestions of things we've missed that should be in that tournament. I should mention the regions for all four regions of the tournament. Ages 1 to 92. That's traditions for kids and kids at heart. Seasons, greetings. That's symbols, decorations, and traditions. Both faith-related and secular. Christmas region. This is where we put anything and everything that's left over. And the Do You Hear What I Hear region. Fun stuff. Alright, I'm going to close this down. Everybody have a happy Christmas Eve. It's a Christmas Eve Sunday. Hope you get out to Mass or your church service and enjoy it. Great day to do that. Hopefully you got a white Christmas, but not too much white Christmas wherever you're at. Safe travels. Prayers to you and yours. And have a great Christmas day tomorrow. Remember, follow me at Brandon James on Twitter. The show page on Twitter is Wake Up Prayers. That's American Awakening, the show itself. And you found me on Facebook at Brandon James Benson. And follow me on WordPress at brandonjamesbenson.wordpress.com. And again, next year, 2018 Christmas series, Crossing the Delaware. Looking forward to that. Well, I hope you enjoyed my review of Christmas music, and have a wonderful Mariah-free Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas. Tenebrae, non importo, export, tantum lumen.